What's up, y'all? It's your man, yes, the Herman Star, back again with another general read for the sign of Sagittarius. So if you have Sagittarius in your chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is for you. First and foremost, I gotta say two things. Number one, I want to apologize to Sagittarius. I've been meaning to give y'all a reading for I want to say at least a couple weeks now, and I definitely didn't want another month or a month to go by until I gave y'all a reading. So let me apologize for that. I was looking at my notes the other day and I was like, Sagittarius, and I'm like, oh snap, I was supposed to give him a reading. So it's like, here you go. That's one of the things I wanted to get out the way, right? So here's your reading now. The other thing, I was getting a message the other day. This was more recent than the other day, but this is like 2 days ago, where once again what happened was I ended up thinking of a nickname for you all, because there's nicknames that I have for various other signs that I have. It's just some little friendly cute thing that I do. I think it's cute. But anyways, right, it's just something that I do, lighthearted. And I thought of the name for you once again. This happened twice already, right? So I'm taking that as a sign. Where I thought of a nickname for you all, but then that name just immediately escaped me. It was the other things I was doing that day that may have caused me to forget. The fact that I didn't jot it down in my notes like I do with most other things. But I took that as a message of maybe you don't need a nickname. Maybe you don't need to change your name. Maybe there's something about Sagittarius out there that does not need to change. And it's very much okay for you to stay. I won't say stay the same completely. I don't know what the cards are going to say yet. I haven't shuffled. I didn't do a pre-shuffle or anything. So I don't know what messages the cards are saying yet. So we're going to find out together in this read. But as far as just maybe there's something that you're doing, I want to say maybe even how you're living, like within your truth, where maybe people around you, even people who have your best interests at heart, probably want you or trying to guide you into doing something in a different way or being a different way, whereas you don't need that. Maybe how you're doing things and how you're living is right. It's an alignment, essentially. There's nothing else in that regards that you need to do to change. So you don't need any new nicknames. You don't need a new identity. You just need to be you. You are being you. You just are doing you. So that was a message that I got from all of, that. Take it if it resonates, of course, just like with the reads. Whatever messages that you get here, take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay? We start off with the tarot, per usual, and then we end off with an oracle message. So, for my Sagittarius out there who don't need a nickname, what else is in store? All right, so what other message is in store for them? So these are just 3 cards for now. We'll see how it goes, but we do start off with the Chariot in reverse. So, and this is why I felt like prefacing, or at least the rest of this message is why I felt like prefacing that before I tell you not to change at all. Maybe there's an aspect of, again, yourself that doesn't need to change, probably when it comes to your identity, because again, I was thinking about coming up with a nickname for you all, then decided, what, you just don't need a nickname. And that's something I think I said during the last live stream I did, when I was thinking of a nickname for y'all. I think I mentioned how I don't believe y'all probably need a nickname, to be honest with you. So identity wise, again, how you identify and just living in that aspect there, it seems as though the message is there is no changes needed there. That doesn't mean that you're perfect. It doesn't mean that there aren't changes that can be made in other aspects of your life to where, that can improve upon what you're already doing successfully right now. Now, again, that we have that, at least the first card showing of the Chariot in reverse, which is opposition. So there is other obstacles in your way, and if you want to change that, then obviously there are going to be things that you need to implement, maybe things you need to change in general to get these to move around these obstacles, so you can continue going forward, right? I do see forward mobility nonetheless, but it's just, again, there's again that obstacle in the way. Maybe a little bit of self-doubt. Hopefully the message that I was saying before I shuffled the cards is going to help you with a lot of this self-doubt energy I'm seeing here with this Ace of Wands and the Magician in reverse. We'll go over the Ace of Wands and Magician in reverse. Yeah, this is self-sabotage, essentially, right? I know that glare. Let me pull that closer. Self-sabotage. So again, as I stated earlier, maybe it's an identity thing with you where you felt like because of the noise other people were saying, or you're seeing other people, maybe your peer group, making advances that you wish you want to make, and you're seeing them, or perceivingly, because I always gotta make that clear. The internet is a place where you can make anything look better than it is. Now, that's not to ish on the other people, or not to down them and say that they're faking their funk, they're failures, or this, that, and the third. But I'm just saying, be very weary about people who constantly show their W's on the internet and not the entire process of how they even got that W, or a perceived W, right? Just be very much mindful of that. That's not even just a message Sagittarius can benefit from. Anyone, cross-watcher. If you're watching for Sagittarius because it's somewhere else in your chart, or you just watching because, you like to see my pretty face, either or, that could be a message for you in general, right? Don't take everybody else's, wins or successes as one. Don't take it as means that you're doing something wrong. What's working for them may work for them, and what may work for them may not work for you. But also, it may not just be your time, but also they might be fudging the numbers, right? They might be putting on, or it might be a bit of window dressing, as one would say, a little glitter work, let's just say, that's making things look prettier and shinier and brighter than it really is, okay? Not to ish on anybody else. I'm just saying, let's be very much mindful of that aspect of, social media stunting. That's true, right? Whatever this self-sabotage is, again, I kind of want to clarify it, to be honest with you. So, clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse. Let's see if we can get a message here as to why you are self-sabotaging here. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, distractions. I think that the self-sabotaging is coming because you're being distracted by what other people are doing, rather than focusing on what you do, focusing on your success, focusing on what you're doing. I think you're too much into, of course, focusing with that Seven of Cups when it's upright. That's you having thoughts, wishful thinking, and all these dreams and aspects and opportunities coming, and you want that and you desire that. And again, it might be a situation where you see that happening for other people. Excuse me. And you're being too distracted in the sense of watching them get their dubs and whatever, right? And you're like, man, I wish that was me. I want that to be me. And you're too much into viewing their life rather than making it happen for you. That could be the situation here. Again, after that Ace of Wands in reverse, we had that Magician in reverse. Again, wasted potential. I really do think that Excuse me, Sagittarius. I really do think that the distractions that's happening for you right now, the obstacles in your way, has to do with you idolizing other people's successes too much. Idolizing. It's okay to look at other people and look at their things and say, I want that. I want that. It's okay to have those wishful thoughts, but at the same time, if you really want that, you're gonna have to do the work. They achieve these things not sitting around scrolling on Instagram all day or TikTok or wherever else people posting their wins, right? They didn't get those things by scrolling on those apps all day and saying I want it, I want it, I want it, and crossing their fingers, I want it, I want it, I want it, and it just came to them. Nah, they put in that work. They may have got inspiration by looking at other people on those platforms, but they didn't necessarily get the thing until they put in that work. So that could be the same message for you, Sagittarius. Get that inspiration you need, you want. But if you truly want these things to happen, you're going to have to put in that work, just like they did. All right? Now, I'm not going to put a timetable on the work. I'm not going to, it'll happen when it happens. But that's pretty much how it'll happen is if, you put in that work just like they did. Okay? We're about to get into the oracle right now. So the card that you got, and by the way, hit that like, share, subscribe as well if this is resonating with you. Appreciate all the subscriptions, all the comments, all the everything. Definitely want to continue feeding y'all and try to do it more within this year. So appreciate all the support that I've been getting here. The card that you got today is Duality Dance. Now, I don't know if some of y'all are afraid of clowns. I like clowns, but I can understand why people are afraid of them. They are funny to mess with, though. So, I'm sorry. Anyways, Duality Dance. Seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourself. That's some good advice, too, especially, again, if you are someone who is very much guilty of, again, looking at other people's successes online or their stunts online, and that can add to the chaos. Again, other people trying to tell you what you need to be, who you need to be, how you need to show up. That can add to the chaos as well. But just finding yourself, right? Being crazy, like it is. Clowns don't give a damn about how they looking, how other people are perceiving them. They are perceived as crazy because they don't give a fuck. So be as free and be as, find that inner peace within yourself as a clown. Not saying don't be a clown, but have that same type of, again, that freedom, that self-expression, that I don't give a damn what you got to say about how my hair is looking, how my face is looking, how my clothes are looking, what I'm doing, what silly little thing I'm doing, right? How my voice sounds, right? I don't care about any of that. How my makeup is done. All of that. I don't care. This is how I want to express myself. This is how I'm showing up. And I might be crazy to you, but that's cool. Anyways, hopefully you got something valuable from this read here. If you did, please leave that like. Feel free to leave a comment as well. Share this with another Sagittarius or anybody you feel as though can benefit from this message. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, for more reads like this as well. Until next time, until next read, I want to thank you for trusting me for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. And y'all take care.